JAIIB, what is the portion, what are the details, in details portion of that, what are the fees, all the details we'll be discussing. Okay, so this is very useful session for you. Watch till the end. Okay, and importantly, I'll be giving you the dates also, tentative dates. You don't know the exact dates, but tentative ones. Okay, so let's start. First, why should you attempt JAIIB and CIB? See, both, it's a combination. JAIIB and CIB. Once you give JAIIB, you have to attend CIB. Means that's a basic thing I will always suggest you. Okay. So why should I attend the JAIIB and CIB? For that, we need to check the next slide. Do you want to spend your entire life doing cash clearing and transfer activities? Do you want to spend it? Entire life, nothing, no banking, no other type of banking, only daily customers, cash clearing, transfer, then insurance. Nowadays, you know what targets do you have now? Every day it's an insurance sale, insurance sale, insurance. Why everyday insurance sale? Because you are in the retail banking and the front office. If you want to grow, once you grow, you of course you'll be having targets over there also. But the point is, you'll be having a team to work with under you. Also, you can grow to separate domains. Domains means you can go to trade finance, you can go to treasury. Okay, you can go to any other division. There you won't be having these targets of insurance, daily insurance. Okay, so that's why this is very important. So now the question which you want to ask, which you have to ask yourself is, do you want to spend your entire life doing this cash clearing, transfer, insurance, daily meetings, and this daily jobs? Okay. Do you want to spend your entire life doing the front end job? Sir, cash. Sir, kindly buy insurance. Sir, mutual fund. Sir, this is a new scheme. Sir, that is the new scheme. This is a new card launched. Do you want to spend your entire life in this? If no, if your answer is no, then the point is you have to give the JAIIB and CIB exams. Okay? Because without these exams, you don't have promotions nowadays. And in fact, remember, the JAIIB exam is not only about promotions, it's about knowledge. The level of knowledge, the level of the strength of yours, inner strength of yours gets developed. Do you want to see yourself in these future meetings like this? Do you want to see your life, as I told you earlier, that cash clearing, or do you want to see your life over here like this? If you want to grow to this level, you have to give your JAIIB exam. You have to give your CIB exam. Okay? Plus other professional exams, whatever are required. But JAIIB, CIB, core. Without that, you can't grow at all. So, you want to see yourself here? How many of you want to see yourself over here? Type yes in the comment section. Type yes in the comment section, everyone. How many of you want to see yourself here? Okay? For that, now let's look at JAIIB examination subjects. There are 4 subjects: Indian economy and Indian financial system, principles and practices of banking, accounting and financial management for bankers, and retail banking and wealth management. This is the new portion after May 23. Earlier there were only 3. So now there are 4. This Indian economy and Indian financial system, I'll give you the details of each subject. Okay, not to worry about that. So basically this subject has been added newly. Okay, this subject, Indian economy and Indian financial and RBWM. Okay, this retail banking was earlier there for CIB, but now it has been shifted to JAIIB, and right so, because retail banking is a common subject nowadays, right? So that's why it should come to JAIIB only. Got it? So these are the main 4 subjects: Indian economy and Indian financial system, principles and practices of banking, accounting and financial management for bankers. This AFM was already there, right? And retail banking and wealth management. Now, what is the passing criteria? Minimum marks for passing in the subject is 50 out of 100. Minimum 50 in each subject you should get. Now, there is a subclause to this. Look at the clause number 2. Candidates securing at least 45 marks in each subject with an aggregate of 50% in all the subjects of the examination in a single attempt will also be declared as having completed the exam. Now, what do you mean by this? There lies some trick, okay, and some calculations part, okay. So this calculation part, let me show you. Suppose, let's say we have 4 subjects. In one subject, you get subject number 1, you get, let's say, 50. Other subject, you get, let's say, 60, okay. Third subject, let's say you get 45. And fourth subject, let's say you get 47. Okay. So 50, 60, 45 and 47. So what is the rule number 1 say? It says 50 out of 100 marks minimum. So by that rule, you should be failing over here. But look at the rule number 2. Scored at least 45 marks. See this, 45 is very important. At least 45. So you have scored 45 over here, 47 over here, with the aggregate of 50%. So do the total of this. Okay, what is the total of this? 60 plus 50, 110, 110, 150, 150 plus 40, 190, 190 plus 12, 200 and 202, 202. So your total is 202. So divided by 4, because average, see this, aggregate of 50% average. So divided by 4. Okay, so 202 upon 4 equals to greater than 50, right? So 50 point something, right? So it is greater than 50. So you have pass. Aggregate is more than 50%. In each subject you have got 45 and above. Suppose, let's say, I'll give you one more example. Suppose if you get the same answers again, 50, 60, 44 and then 49. Now you tell me, see this, your total is more than this, 60 plus 50, again 110, then 90, 110, no, it was what? 212 it was, no? 110 plus 81, it was, yeah, 190, correct, yeah. So 110 plus 80, right? So it is 190 plus 13, right? So it is 203. So although your total is greater than 200, but what is the criteria number 1? 45 marks minimum. So here you have scored 44. So now you are failing in how many subjects? Here you are failing in 2 subjects, remember. So 2 subjects you will have to give again. These 2 you have cleared, you can carry these for 3 years or 5 attempts, whichever is earlier, okay, 3 years or 5 attempts. So here you will be failing in 2 subjects because you have scored less than 45. But in the above example, here you will be passing in all the subjects. Why? Because you have scored 45 and above. So this is criteria number 2. Everyone got this? Type yes in the comment section. Everyone type yes in the comment section. I'll wait. Let me check. Are you getting this? Let me check. Yeah. Have you got it? Okay. Yeah. So next one. Candidates will be allowed to retain the credits of the subjects they have passed in an attempt till the expiry of the time limit for passing that examination. So what is the expiry? You'll be allowed to, suppose in case number 2, this case, you'll be allowed to carry on with this subject 60 plus 50. These 2 subjects you have passed. So how much time? As I told you, it is 3 years, or 5 attempts, whichever is earlier. Okay, 3 years or 5 attempts. This is a limit. So expiry limit is 3 years or 5 attempts, whichever is earlier. Okay. Examination fees. For examination centers in India, check the description on that IIBF website. Okay, that IIBF website I'll give you later. First attempt fee is 4,000. Remaining attempt fee is 1,300 per attempt. Now you'll ask me one question, sir. Suppose if only one subject is remaining, then is the fees 1,300? If let's say 2 subjects are remaining, then what is the fees again 1,300? If there are 3 subjects remaining, then is 1,300. 4 subjects remaining, all the 4 are remaining of mine. So is the fees 1,300? So yes. Even if 1 subject is remaining, the fees is 1,300 for the repetition. If there are 2, so on and so forth. So even if you have 4 subjects, you have 1,300 fees. Got it? So it doesn't matter how many subjects are remaining. Any number of subjects remaining, your fees is 1300 for the remaining attempts. First attempt it is 4000. Candidates are allowed to attempt the examination either in Hindi or in English. So both of them are there. You can have your bilingual language Hindi also, in which you are conversant with. Okay, so you can have this in Hindi or in English. Okay. Now again, coming back to this basic, your career is in your hands. Where do you want to see yourself? On the front desk or in the meeting room? Where do you want to see yourself? Right? So this is the question we must ask every time ourselves, because here we are here in the jobs. Here you have taken the job, right? So once you have taken the job, you should always plan to grow. Try to grow in that. Whatever job you are doing, whatever work you are doing, you must always try to excel in that. Get to the pinnacle, to the toppest level. Okay, for that you need to give the JAIIB exam. So your career is in your hands, no one else. It's a famous quote given by Bill Gates, right? What does he say? It is not your fault if you are born poor, but it is your fault if you die poor. Isn't it? Liked it? It is not your fault if you are born poor, but it is your fault if you die poor. Okay, so it's everything is in your hands. Okay, so your career is in your hands. Take charge of this career. Take charge of this career. Try to grow as high as possible. What is the pattern of the exam? Question paper will contain approximately 120 questions. Type question, objective type questions, multiple choice of 100 marks. The institute may, however, vary the number of questions to be asked in the exam. So it depends on the institution, but generally it is 120 objective questions. Generally, 70 are of roughly half mark, 30 are of 1 mark, 20 are of 2 marks, and remaining ones, they can be a mixture. Okay, whatever the remaining figures are. So generally 70 questions or 60 to 70. If I say 70, it means it's approximately 70. 5 or 10 here or there. Okay. So approximately 70 are of half marks, approximately 30 are of 1 mark, and 20 are of 2 marks roughly. The examination will be held in online mode only, no offline mode now for JAIIB and CIB. There will be no negative marking for the wrong answers, no negative as of now. See here, IIBF has not changed the rule as of now, so take advantage of it. Once the negative marking comes, and I doubt within next 2-3 years there will be a negative marking. So right now there is no negative marking, so take advantage of it. Okay, because in negative marking, I'll tell you the biggest problem is, suppose I'll give you a simple example. If you have 5 right answers, okay, of let's say 1 mark each, 5 of 1 mark each right answers, so you have 5 marks, right? But if there is a negative marking of even half mark, okay, half mark negative, and you have 3 let's say 4 wrong answers, then what happens? 2 marks are gone. 2 marks minus. So what is your net effect? Your net effect is 3 marks, right? So that's why take advantage up to the time you don't have the negative marking. Okay, appear for it immediately. So when is your registration? Your registration will start. I'll show you the dates also. I'm having the registration dates also. Okay, so the duration of the exam will be 2 hours. Okay, examination will be conducted on the pre-announced dates published by on IIBF website. Institute conducts examination on half-yearly basis. So every year there are 2 exams, generally in May and in November. November. Okay, but you have to clear it in this May itself. Don't keep it for November. In November you give the CIB, man. Clear it in 1 year. Join Adda247. I'll give you how to join it. Okay, because at Adda247 you can check the history. Many thousands of students have passed, not even thousands I would say now lakhs of students have passed Adda, JAIIB and CIB using Adda247. So check the history, you can definitely, and give it in the single shot, single attempt, you can definitely clear it. There are many who have cleared it in single shot JAIIB, single shot CIB, okay, using Adda247. I'll show you how to join it, okay. Before going ahead, everyone download Adda247 app on your mobile. Here you get the premium study material plus live batches, ebooks, tests, everything you get. Also, this subscribe to Officers Adda247 YouTube channel. Okay. Now let me discuss the papers. I told you we'll be discussing it in detail. See here, there are 4 modules. This is one of the toughest papers. Indian economic architecture. It gives you the entire knowledge about the Indian economy. Economic concepts related to banking. So all the economic concepts. Now what are economic concepts? What is inflation? What is GDP? Right? What is GNP? All these are economic concepts. So those are given over here. Indian financial architecture means what are the various elements which give the finances. Banking, remember, banking is one of the element of the financial system. Banking is not the entire financial system. So you have bank, NBFCs, neobanks. What are neobanks? Have you heard of neobanks? Anyone has heard about neobanks? Not? Appear for JAIIB because here you'll get the extra knowledge. What are neobanks? Check it on Google now. Okay? Neobanks. So think about this. Neobanks are there. NBFCs are there. Online bankers are there. Right? Financial products and services. So what are the various financial products in banking as well as non-banking? All. So all these are covered in the 4 modules. PPB. This is one of the easiest. But see here. When I say easy, it doesn't mean you should neglect it or ignore it. This time PPB paper was the toughest. Why? Because the book of PPB is of 900 pages. The book of PPB is of 900 pages. So that's why this is also a easy means what? Easy is not that easy. Okay. That's why join the classes. Here you'll get all the knowledge about it. Okay. So what are the 4 modules? General banking and operations, functions of banks, banking technology, and ethics in banking and financial institutions. Means what? See, your general banking operations means whatever you do in your daily banking. There are many who are planning to give this DBF, right? Diploma in Banking and Finance. So you also can attempt this JAIIB using this JAIIB symbol. You can definitely get it converted. See, those who are appearing for DBF, okay? Diploma in Banking and Finance. So once you clear this DBF, you can join the bank. Once you join the bank, get this converted to JAIIB degree. So that is allowed. Remember, you can get this DBF degree converted once you are in the bank. Okay? Converted to JAIIB. Once you are in the bank, after joining bank, okay? Bank. So that is the basic criteria. Okay? So general functions of banking operations, functions of banks. What does a bank do? Banking technology, ethics in banking. Ethics is an important part in banking now because of various online frauds happening, because the technology has changed. That's why ethics have become the most important part now in banking. Now again, the basic questions here. Every time I am reminding you, where do you want to go in life? Do you want to see this lady quarreling with the clients, or do you want to spend your life like this? Cribbling, all these words, right? Do you want to spend your entire life shouting at the customers like this? No. You want yourself, always remember that meeting room slide. You have to see yourself in that meeting room. Okay, there you will be deciding the policies, but for that you have to grow. For growth you need JAIIB and CIB. Okay, so now subscribe to Officers Adda247 YouTube channel, everyone. Okay, in this channel you are getting the free YouTube series every day, free YouTube series of all the subjects. Whatever is free, grab it fast there, isn't it? Whatever, my basic strategy in life is whatever is available free, grab that first. Simple. Then you get latest updates about JAIIB and CIB. Means I'm now giving you the tentative dates. Whenever the exact dates will be announced, we'll be announcing it first on this Officers Adda247 YouTube channel. So that's why subscribe to it immediately. Click on that bell icon. Okay. Paper 3, AFM, Accounting Principles and Processes. So basic accounting principles, Module A. Module B, Financial Statements. Here you will be studying all the balance sheets, P&L, cash flow, funds flow, everything. Financial management, this is the advanced topics here. This is similar to that of your MBA. Those who have done your MBA in finance. So financial management was one of the subjects. So remember the JIB syllabus is this your entire this portion for your MBA is means it's brought into this 3-4 months portion as such. That's why JIB stuff. It has been packed, okay, packed in the means tightly packed over here and brought to you. Taxation and fundamentals of costing. So taxation, all the latest tax slabs, whatever are there. What is 115 BSc? How many of you can tell me what is 115 BSc? Tell me, everyone. 115 BSc. This is a new tax structure, right? Which has come up after 2021. Yeah. And there are latest modifications in this. So that's why module D, taxation. So these here you will get the entire finance knowledge. I'll tell you, the best book, the best exam to give in life is JIB and then CIB. Last is RBWM, retail banking and wealth management. Here you get 5 modules. 4 are there, but 5th one is also there. Retail banking. What is retail banking? Because that's the core of any banking now. From here you get the customers. All the customers you get for banking is from retail. Okay. Retail products and recovery. Retail products. What are the various retail products? Support services. What is marketing? Marketing is nowadays so important in banking. Without marketing, no bank can sustain. You have to do the sales. Wealth management means here you'll come know all the mutual funds, insurances, various tax planning schemes, various wealth management. What is will writing? Will writing is also a part of this. And there's one more module, that is additional reading on housing loans, because housing loans covers the 60% of the income of banking today. 60% of the income is covered using housing loans. So here you'll read in details about lenders appraisal procedure, housing finance and tax planning, mortgage advice, valuation of real properties. So all the valuations, how to do the valuation of any property, how to calculate the rent. What rent should I charge? Right? Many of us might be having one more flat. So what rent should you charge? How do you calculate? Just roughly? No. There are ways to it. Suppose if you want to sell one flat, how should you calculate that value of that flat? That is decided, that is told to you, taught to you in RBWM. Okay. Now coming on to the important part of dates. See here, it is IIBF, it is conducted by IIBF, Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. The exam name is called as JAIIB DBF. See here, both the names are there. SOB is the different one. So JAIIB and DBF. Okay. So course type is flagship course because it is one of the important courses of IIBF. These JAIIB and CIB are the 2 flagship courses of IIBF. Okay. So this is flagship. Only members. So now important part you remember, you need to become the member first. Become member first. Here, even though you have the registration in on what 1st March. See this, it is starting in March, but this is for exams. Exam registration is starting in March. You can become the member now also. Become member now. So that, because there are 2 steps in joining this JIB. One is first is becoming the member. Second is the exam registration. So become the member first today only. Go for the registration on 1st March. Whenever the registration starts, go for the registration. What are the tentative exam dates? Say this. 5th, 11th, 12th and 19th May 2024. Tentative. Okay, most likely. Okay, subjects as I told you, these 4: Indian economy and financial system, accounting and financial management, PPB and retail banking and wealth. So qualifying already I've clarified, 50 out of 100. This is the official website. Don't go to any other website. At Adda247 on we have the link also given about this, or you can type it in your taskbar and go to the website and go through that only. Okay, so is your career path breaking? Now again the basic question, is your career path breaking? Means you want to grow from year to year. See this, you are growing, but what happens? Broken. Why? Because somebody else has come up. Why? Because that guy has cleared the JIB and CIB. So you need to answer yourself. So how can I help you? How can we at Adda247 help you? How do we help you? Let me show you. See this. Go to Adda247. I'll always suggest you to go through the app. We have various classes for this JIB and CIB. So go to Adda247. Let me show you. In the app, what happens? You get 1% extra. So that's why go through the app always. Okay, you get 1% extra using the coin systems. What is the coin systems? You might have, many of you might be using this coin systems now on various websites, right? You go to that, you buy something, and then the coins are generated. So that will give you an additional discount whenever you go in future. So that's why go to Adda247. Let's go to Adda247 live only. See this. Go to Adda247 over here. Okay. Now click on JAIIB and CIB. See this first page, JAIIB and CIB. Okay. Click on JAIIB May 24. Done. Now look at this victory batch. This is just started. Join this batch ASAP. See this victory batch. All the 4 subjects are covered. Numericals, objective questions, ebooks, everything you are getting. Test series, online classes, expert faculties, interactive classes, recorded videos. So if you miss out on any class, you can definitely get back the recorded videos. Okay. So click on buy now. Use the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Now look at it. The discount which you are getting is 79%. Plus if you are using the app, you are getting 1% extra. So that's why join this ASAP. Also, you can join the Mahapack. Let me show you the Mahapacks also. In Mahapacks, you get multiple batches. Okay, see this. JIB Mahapack. Now you are having double validity plus 80%. Click on this Mahapack. Look at this. Double validity means what? You buy for 6 months, you get 6 months free. Free. Okay. Also, look at this. 80% off. Put the code Y432. See this. Never forget this code Y432. Put the code Y432. See this. 79 plus 1. So 80% off plus double validity. So that's why I would suggest join fast, because the batches have just started. And remember, it's your career. You have to take it in your hands. Okay. So bye from my side and see you in the batches.